Buying a house? Here's a secret. 90% of first-time buyers make one huge mistake that costs them thousands. I'll tell you what it is and how to avoid it. It's all about emotions. You fall in love with a house and suddenly logic goes out the window. I've seen it happen countless times. I've seen buyers get so excited about their dream home, they ignore the red flags. Big mistake. Huge. Don't let this be you. In this video, I'm going to show you how to keep your cool in a hot market. Spot those budget-bustling hidden costs and use the power of home inspections to your advantage. Plus, I'll reveal the secret weapon that can save you from making costly errors. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be armed with the knowledge to make a smart, money-saving purchase. Now let's dive in. I'm going to start with the emotional roller coaster of house hunting. You know that feeling when you walk into a house and instantly fall in love? It's like Cupid shot you with a real estate arrow. But here's the thing, that love at first sight feeling can blind you to some serious issues. I've seen it happen countless times. Buyers get so caught up in the excitement of finding their dream home that they throw logic out the window. They start ignoring red flags, convincing themselves that the newly renovated kitchen and beautifully staged home indicate that the entire house is in perfect condition. While these cosmetic upgrades are appealing, they often overlook the age and condition of big items. For example, the HVAC, which could cost around $8,000 to replace, or the aging roof that might need a $15,000 investment soon, even if it hasn't leaked. It's crucial for buyers to look beyond the surface and consider the long-term cost and maintenance requirements of a property before making an offer. Believe me, it won't seem like a dream come true when you're spending thousands for repairs a few months later. But why does this happen? Well, buying a house is emotional. It's where you're gonna make memories, raise your family, maybe even grow old. It's hard not to get caught up in the possibilities. But here's the thing, those emotions can lead you to make some pretty questionable decisions. You might overlook a home's poor location or even the parking situation. Or worse, you might get into a bidding war and end up way over your budget. I've seen buyers stretch themselves so thin that they can barely afford anything else after moving in. Not exactly the dream home experience you want. So how do you keep your cool when your heart's saying buy, but your head's screaming wait? First, remember that there's always another house. I know it feels like this is the only perfect home out there, but trust me, I've been doing this for 20 years. It's not the only perfect home out there. Take a step back, breathe, and remind yourself of your must-haves and deal breakers. Next, stick to your budget like glue. Decide on your max price before you even start looking, and don't budge no matter how much you love the place. Another trick, do your homework. Research the neighborhood and drive by it at night to observe the atmosphere to see if it feels safe and quiet or if there's any potential issues that you might not have noticed during the day. Also, assess the parking availability. Ensure that there's ample parking for you and your visitors, especially if you have multiple vehicles or expect frequent guests. I gotta share this story with you. I had these clients who bought a stunning townhouse. They were super excited, but soon they realized parking was a nightmare. They'd waste so much time every night searching for a spot, and it was even worse during the cold winter nights here in Maryland. They loved their home, but the parking headache became too much to handle. They ended up moving, which taught me many years ago how crucial it is to consider practical things like parking when house hunting, no matter how amazing the house is. Remember, it's okay to feel excited about a house, but don't let that excitement cloud your judgment. Keep your emotions in check. Stick to your budget and focus on your long-term needs. I promise you, your future self will thank you. Now that we've covered the emotional aspect, let's talk about something even riskier. Skipping the home inspection. I've seen buyers do this to make their offer more attractive, and it rarely ends well. A home inspection is your chance to uncover potential nightmares hiding behind those freshly painted walls. It's not just about finding a leaky faucet. We're talking about major structural issues, faulty wiring, or a roof that's one storm away from caving in. But in today's hot market, some buyers are throwing caution to the wind. I cannot stress this enough. Waiving the home inspection to get the house? You just said the heck with it. I'll figure it out later because I just don't want to lose this house. Don't do that. You're basically playing Russian roulette with your life savings. I recently had the pleasure of helping a wonderful couple sell their cherished home of 45 years. The house had been lovingly maintained and everything seemed in order, including the well water system, which the sellers had used every day without any issues during their time there. But wouldn't you know it, during the buyer's water yield test, the well didn't perform as expected. The gallons per minute were way below standard. This was a real shock to everyone, considering the well had been functioning fine for my sellers. The cost to replace the well? A hefty $16,000. Now just imagine if the buyer had skipped a full inspection. They would have moved in and been hit with that hefty expense down the line. Thankfully, my sellers recognized the validity of the buyer's request and we were able to work through the issue together. The lesson here is that even when everything seems to be in order, unforeseen problems can still arise. That's why it's so important to do your due diligence with inspections, even when a home appears to be in great shape. After all, as they say, there's never a problem until there is. If you're in a competitive market and feel pressure to skip the inspection, consider a pre-inspection instead. This lets you check out the house before making an offer. It might cost you a bit up front, but it could save you from buying a money pit. And when you do get an inspection, make sure you hire someone reputable. Ask your agent for recommendations, check reviews, and look for proper certifications. Remember, a good inspector is your best defense against making a costly mistake. Now let's talk about those sneaky hidden costs that can turn your dream home into a financial nightmare. Just like when you buy a new car, it does not come with the gas. Well, when it comes to buying a house, it doesn't come with a maintenance person. Trust me, I've seen too many buyers get blindsided by the real cost of home ownership. So what are those hidden costs that can turn your dream home into a money pit? First, let's talk about maintenance. That leaky faucet or squeaky floor, that's on you now. You are responsible for keeping your home in good shape, just like filling up your gas tank in a new car, or replacing the oil, or rotating your tires. A good rule of thumb is to budget 3 to 4% of your home's value each year for upkeep alone. Even if you're handy or your dad is the kind that can fix anything like mine is, still expect to spend at least 1 to 2% on maintenance. This is something that a lot of people don't consider when buying a house, but it's crucial to factor it into your budget. Next, keep in mind the utility bills. These can add up quickly and take a significant chunk out of your budget if you're not prepared. Another factor to consider is the HOA dues. They're usually disclosed by your lender as part of your payment estimate, but are not actually included in your mortgage payments after closing. You'll need to pay these fees separately and directly to your HOA, either monthly, quarterly, or sometimes annually, again, depending on your homeowners association. And last but not least, be sure to check if there's any additional special annual assessment fee on top of that. These annual assessment fees can range from $500 to $1,500 a year and are commonly seen in new developments. The key is to plan ahead and factor in these hidden costs when budgeting for your new home. Remember, buying a house isn't just about finding a place you love. It's about finding a place you can afford to love for years to come. Don't let hidden costs catch you off guard and turn your dream home into a financial nightmare. Now that we've covered the importance of home inspections and maintenance costs, let's talk about your secret weapon in the home buying process, choosing the right agent. You might be thinking, can't I just contact the listing agent and save some money? That's a rookie mistake. Here's the deal. The listing agent works for the seller, not you. The listing agent is the realtor that is hired by the sellers to sell their home for top dollar and with the most favorable terms for them. this agent is not looking out for your best interests at all. In Maryland, the seller agent owes a fiduciary duty to their seller and cannot legally represent both parties. Can they show you the house? Sure. Can they write up an offer for you? Absolutely. But they do not represent your best interests. You need someone in your corner fighting for you. That's where a buyer agent comes in. They're like your personal real estate bodyguard, protecting you from bad deals and guiding you through the process. But here's the catch. Not all agents are created equal. With more licensed agents than ever before, you've got to be picky. It breaks my heart, but I feel I have to advise you not to go with a newbie. I understand someone has to start somewhere. We were all newbies at one time. But you want someone who knows the local market inside and out, who can spot a good deal from a mile away, and who won't let you make emotional decisions you'll regret later. So how do you find this real estate superhero? Look for experience, a strong track record, and knowledge of your target area. Ask for referrals, check reviews, and don't be afraid to interview multiple agents. Remember, this person is helping you make one of the biggest purchases of your life. You want someone who knows their stuff. A good agent will keep you grounded when you're getting starry-eyed over a house. They'll help you structure smart offers and navigate those tricky inspections. They're your secret weapon against overpaying, overlooking red flags, and making costly mistakes. Choose wisely and you'll be well on your way to finding your dream home without the nightmares. Alright, we've covered a lot of ground, but don't worry if your head's spinning. I've got your back. Let's wrap this up with a simple checklist that'll keep you on track and out of trouble when you're house hunting. First up, keep those emotions in check. I know it's exciting, but don't let that excitement blind you of red flags. Next, stick to your budget like glue. Those hidden costs we talked about, they're real and they can bite you if you're not careful. Never, and I mean never, skip the home inspection. It's your best defense against buying a money pit. And remember, your real estate agent is your secret weapon. Choose wisely. You want someone who will fight for your interests, not just their commission. Remember, buying a house is a big deal, but it doesn't have to be scary. Arm yourself with knowledge. Follow this checklist and you'll be way on your way to finding your dream home. If you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more real estate tips and tricks. The real estate market changes constantly, and that's why I'm always staying up to date with the latest market trends, shifts, and insights to help you navigate through the ever-evolving world of real estate. Once again, I'm Lily Vallario, serving the vibrant areas of Maryland, Washington, D.C., and Northern Virginia. If you have any questions or want to discuss your real estate goals, feel free to reach out to me. My contact information is in the description box below, and I'd be thrilled to hear from you. Until next time, and happy house hunting, and remember, keep those hidden costs in mind.